Alright, Joe, what's up? It's currently 2 p.m. Just came back from the surgical-esque procedure, and it is honestly mind-blowing. I really, really like that experience, and I'm very, very grateful for the experience that I went through. The first thing that comes to my mind was before I actually went into that room and even thought about the surgery, the way I thought about it was they put me to sleep, I wake up, and with that sort of business mindset that I've instilled in myself, proportionate, which I didn't have when I was a kid, it would be like I instantly wake up from the anesthesia and I could rush that process because of the overall urgency that business had built up in me. But when I actually did it, there was one specific anesthetic drug that they gave me called propofol. And basically, what it did was it had a sort of a high that lasted after I actually woke up, and I woke up instantly. And so that's also, by the way, the drug that Michael Jackson overdosed on before dying. And so it's also like it leads to a very, very blissful and crazy ass high. Like it feels really, really good. And I feel like a little bit might still, I might still be feeling a little bit of it in my head, in the sense that there's no sense of anxiety and it brings about deep relaxation. But one of the other things that it brings about, which completely changed the way I view life, and actually enlightens and allows me to see the perspective of other entrepreneurs, specifically the people that I look up to, is calmness and relaxation and what that can really do for you socially. So another side effect of that drug specifically is social disinhibition. And basically, to define that term for you, you are freed of the chains that society wants you to behave with or speak with, rather. And what I mean by that is you have no filter, in the sense that you say the first thing that comes to your head, which is a side effect of the drug. Meaning, there is no anxious layer. There's no layer of anxiety. There's no filter that you have. There's no difference between the words that are coming out of my mouth right now and what's happening in my head. Instead, I'm thinking out loud and I'm able to do that in a clear and coherent sense. To put it into perspective for you in a practical sense, if you were to take this drug, wake up from it, and then go in front of a room of 1 million people, say even 10 million people, even 1 billion people, you would be able to speak to them without anxiety and be yourself in whole, and you wouldn't even overthink the entirety of the fact that you're actually in front of all those people. So you're completely free of anxiety, and the way you act in that form is socially free, meaning you say and you do what you genuinely feel. And I think, drug aside, that is a state that we can create within ourselves. And the way we do that is by achieving a state of calmness or relaxation. So there's a difference between pushing a high sense of urgency and being calm while still acting in urgency. Because when you do actions, you can still be calm while you do actions quickly. The two are not mutually exclusive. However, before, the mindset that I had was the urgency was pushing a sense of stress into me. And it's like, obviously, if you run a business, you have to be able to tolerate high levels of stress, but then it's also like, there's a way that you can become calm within yourself to the point where you don't actually have to feel that stress. And that is one of the most enlightening forms ever. And let me tell you the benefits right now. One is socially, you become a lot more efficient. Not only can you hop on sales calls, have any sort of tempting, daunting social interaction without even thinking, like I am right now. I'm speaking to the camera, no cuts, no, it's just all raw. Just didn't even think before turning it on. And before this, let me tell you what happened. I came back from it. I was a perfectly like functioning human being. I came back around like 11 p.m. I sat on my bed and scrolled for like 1.5 hours, just because, and I give myself the benefit of the doubt for that. I'm not gonna get pissed at myself because my guard was sort of down and the high kind of came a little bit down, but I feel like it's obviously like still there a little bit. But it's like I didn't think before I turned on the camera, and that influence of my actions in doing that come from the enlightenment that I've seen from that drug, and then also partially because I'm still on it. But it's like, it is such a beautiful thing to not only be far more socially effective because you're not actually being nervous or having an internal dialogue with yourself in which you're thinking about how others might perceive you. You're not even thinking about your own own state of mind. You're not thinking about yourself. And from a psychology perspective, they call that part of your brain that thinks about itself the default mode network. And then the people that are very, very depressed or people that have high levels of anxiety have their default mode network always hyperactive. However, the people that are living the best lives have that part of themselves rather quieted down, because obviously you can't remove it. It's physically a part of your brain. And just understanding and being able to be calm is one of the most beautiful things ever. It also helps you be more in tune with the overall concept of being urgent about the work that you do, and also it gives you huge thick amount of clarity, because the only thing that comes into the equations that you use to determine whether or not you're going to take a certain line of action is what you truly internally think. Like, that's the only thing you see before making a decision. And what the truth is, like, you can look at the objectiveness of things without looking at it through a frame such as what society would put on it or what you get from external places. Like, you look at a YouTube video, some guy, there's like a million outreach videos, how to do outreach or how to have a certain business like funnel, whatever. But you know deep down, based on the experiences you've had and based on your own strengths and weaknesses, what is the best type of outreach for you. You know what the best like moves are, you know what the best food is to eat for you. And one of the truths about life that is separate from this entire thing, this entire like whatever surgery shit I'm talking about, is like, trust yourself. Everybody else is wrong. This is one of the pieces of advice that comes from Sam Altman, and I'm not really a big fan of him in terms of the whatever, fuck the politics, whatever. It's like, you are the best. Only ever trust in yourself. It's not narcissistic to say this. Just don't believe anyone else. Always trust yourself, and you are the only person that's ever right. Everything you say is right. Just always trust in yourself. And obviously there's a level of like, okay, don't be ignorant, obviously. Don't like fucking just be a retard to other people. Don't be angry at other people, obviously. But it's like, always just trust yourself. Because you are always right. Don't listen to anyone else. Don't listen to any advice that anyone gives you. Unless maybe they're at the place that you want to be, but still do it your own way and figure it out your own way, because that's how you're going to get the furthest. And that's literally what that's actually, I'm paraphrasing Sam Altman through the words that I heard from Roy Lee, who's like the founder of Cluely. If you've probably heard of that company. It's like a marketing company. Or that's actually funny, I called it a marketing company. It's like a fucking GPT rapper that is famous because they market it very well. But regardless, they're goated. My move right now is to really just get locked in. The first thing I did, this fucking vlog doesn't even feel like work. And to be honest, I don't think any time in the foreseeable future, until I actually end up getting closer to my goal, which I am quite far from right now, before then, I'm not going to get any clients from this, and that is not my objective when I do this. My objective when I do this is to both have a reflection sort of tool for myself, and then also be able to influence you in order to do the right things in your life, and then also see the journey that I'm going on, which will inevitably lead to success, because I'm never going to fucking give up, because I'm that fucking guy, you know? Basically, that's it. For right now, I'm gonna give you a quick update. I gotta get some posts out because I said I was gonna do that 2 days ago, and I've just been becoming a bitch, you know? Like, I understand I was prepping for the surgery and whatnot, but it's like, I could have done it. I just been on my phone, and that raises another question. I looked at these Charlie Morgan and these other fucking gurus, because at the end of the day, they don't have some crazy sort of discipline. It's like, how do you free yourself from the distractions? And the answer that they all the Charlie Morgans of the world, all the fucking super productivity fucking coded guys, basically what they say is they don't even give themselves the opportunity to get distracted. Instead, what they do is they put themselves in the best possible position to be able to do the tasks that they put their mind to, which is like they center their environment around the tasks that they have to do. Now, let me give you an example. On Charlie Morgan's phone, he has 2 phones, and on one of his phones, and this is not just Charlie Morgan, this is a lot of people in the business space that focus on productivity. They have 2 phones. One phone has literally no apps on it, no anything on it. The only thing that exists on it is like weather and time or some shit like that. And that raises the question, and then also, like, let me give you another story quickly, is like, I remember Charlie Morgan specifically this time had a gaming PC and used to play a lot of video games, and then he took the PC because he got pissed at the fact that he was playing video games, and he threw it in the fucking tub or some shit and like fucking took a bat and just broke it. And then there's also like, fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say, but there's also like the throw your phone into the fucking, or no, throw like your consoles out, whatever the fuck. Like, I was never a console kind of guy, but whatever. You get the point. There's also the Hermosi put your phone on grayscale. Okay, I'm taking it too far. But it's like, there's that, and that raises the question, should I delete Chrome off my phone? Because I legit don't have YouTube, I don't have Instagram. And so I just use Chrome to access both YouTube and Instagram, and then I'm still getting distracted by scrolling on fucking YouTube and Instagram through Chrome, so it's like a shit quality YouTube. And then that raises the question of, obviously, oh, am I just being a bitch? Like, is that what's going on? Or do we actually look deeper into it? Am I thinking too deep into it, and should I just get to work instead? But I think that the variables that are actually in your control and that you're exposed to is something that's very, very important, because, like, let's say, for example, you put some cookies around you, you're gonna be fucking tempted eventually after a long enough time horizon to eat the fucking cookies because they're in your house. But if you don't buy the cookies and put them in your house, then you're never actually going to be tempted to eat them. You feel me? It's a very straightforward point when I put it that way. And so the question becomes, should I just delete everything off my phone? Should I delete the fucking Chrome app off my phone? The only thing I keep on my phone is like the books and the fucking shitty ass university applications. That's the only stuff I should actually keep on my device. Feel me? Very, very deep, cool stuff, you know? Basically, just the update for right now. That being said, I'm gonna get to work. And about the fact that I wasn't working as much as I wanted to in the past, it's like the past is the past. Only thing I control now is myself now. Control myself in the present, feel me? Talking to this vlog, even though it doesn't feel like work, it's something that I really, really appreciate. And there's also some updates. I was experimenting and talking. I talked to another entrepreneur, a very successful guy, through the DMs about the overall dilemma of strategy and how to actually convert people in a unique style that I can use specifically for myself. And the truth of the matter is, it'll come. I know I have some ideas for that unique mechanism specifically that I can use to solve the problems for the specific market I'm going after, the specific people I'm trying to attract. But it's also like, it's a lot more complicated than that, which is a good thing, because that means eventually once I put my fingers firmly on what I want the unique mechanism to be that converts people, I'm going to have a concept that's complex enough to deter the people that are non-buyers. And with that being said, let's get it. Alright, yeah. This is the hard work camera angle, you feel me? It's the angle y'all getting today. Let's get it. Yo, one of the things that's pissing me off about editing this video is I need to stop taking multiple takes of the video. This was a 1 minute and 20 second like short form video, and I turned it into a 16-minute video in which I took like 10 takes of the video, and the issue with it is that every single take is like basically perfect. So I don't know why I just kept recording it again and again and again, because now the issue becomes I have to like process of elimination, figure out what the best one is, even though none of it matters. Like this reel's dog shit in the grand scheme of things. Like I don't understand what the like this is why that typewriter, bro. I mean that teleprompter. Even though you see my speaking, you know I got it like that, but I don't need that shit. But it's like this, when it comes to efficiency filming fast, a shit ton of shit fast, and especially when it comes to short form content, that's why we need something like the teleprompter, you know? We need something to be able to allow me to be more efficient with my recording sessions. Alright, peace. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, one of the things that I really, really like about this video is later on I'm gonna post like a video about bloopers, and because I have so many perfect runs of videos in the middle, I just tend to, because I'm in that zone so much, I just start saying random funny shit, and it is so, this specific video that I'm working on right now is so hilarious. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use that as a relatable video to attract other content creators specifically, because they understand the emotions that are present when you're re-recording videos again and again and again and again, and so they understand the feeling that, you know what I'm saying, that of actually re-recording the video. So if I post that bloopers video, there's a high chance that not only can I view it, but I can attract a lot of the specific people with the money that I'm looking for, that are the specific buyer of my product, which is allowing me to make that done for you content for them, you feel me? That's the strat, that's why I'm gonna make a copy of this specific video before I cut it out to get the specific take that I want of it. Dude, I don't care. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. When I post this is the cringiest video I've ever recorded, because I feel like I'm playing an out of place character, even though I'm kind of just being me in a sense, but I'm trying to be a version of me that isn't like authentic fully. So the video just comes out really cringe. Like I'm saying things that I would never natively say. Like by default, and a lot of it just feels like alienated to me in the sense that like I wouldn't like even this is not my theory that I'm speaking of in this video, in which I explain how like what specific how to find your style on like for short form content. It's such a shit piece of content, but it's also like I need to just get something out, and obviously it's not like that shit that it's gonna like fuck up my brand long term or something like this. It's not shit, but it's like I can't wait for Tuesday, man, because I'm gonna bury this fucking dog shit content in some gold, in some liquid gold, bro. Because the stuff I have ready is like goated, and I just honestly can't wait until I come across that. But it's also like I really like this vlog because it allows me to get a lot more work done than I would otherwise. I can work for so long like this because it feels so fun to talk. Oh fuck, the camera's at 1%. Okay, give me a second. Alright, Joe, we back in the cut. A little bit of a different camera angle, but we back anyways. By the way, if you see me looking to the right of the camera, it's because it's a reflection of me, because it's like an articulating lens or like a screen. So I basically see myself on the right side. So I have a difficult time focusing on not looking at myself and instead looking at you. But honestly, back to what I was saying before I started charging this shit, or switched the batteries. Yo, I love having the vlog around, and I don't give a shit if I'm dependent on the vlog to do my work at specific times. Obviously, there's a time for everything. There's times when I'm really, really focused. But at times where I'm not focused, I don't care if the vlog is one of the variables that causes me to work. I don't think that that's disingenuous, because if I'm doing an action at a certain time and I genuinely, that action aligns with my goals and who I truly want to be in life, if I need the camera there to help me be able to achieve that, I don't give a shit, because it's another variable that's within my control. And one day when I go through this vlog, man, I know when I'm successful, or maybe, like, I don't even know if you're there. Like, it's a little bit of a parasocial relationship, or not a little bit, it's 100% a parasocial relationship, because it's like, I don't know you, you don't know me, you probably don't comment under videos if you watch me, because I don't get many comments under videos, and it's like, man, like, I really appreciate you if you're watching for this long. I don't know what the fuck. If you're watching for this long, there's some bigger fish you got to fry. Okay, no, I'm joking. There's some huge problems that you. Okay, no. But it's like, thank you for watching. But it's like, bro, I really appreciate it. You know, like I love the fact that I can talk to you. You know, because I know most definitely when I get really like successful, I'm not only are other people gonna be more so tempted to watch back the tapes of me doing what I'm doing, or maybe I'm just too in my head and nobody's actually gonna fucking pay attention to this shit. But it's like Mr. Beast, if you look at him, he had his old vlogs and shit all lined up, and everybody just blew them up. There's like fucking billions and millions of views, or not billions, but millions of views on all of his old vlogs and videos. Like he's counted to 100 or some shit like that, and it's like, bro, if I could replicate that in some sort of way and emulate that, nobody's recorded their life to such an extent, especially pre-success. Post-success, it's like nobody cares, because it's like, oh, that person just has so much, like, I don't want to say aura, but they have so much, they're treated as if they have some variable that led to their success that wasn't hard work. They're treated as if they are just blessed to be super smart, or maybe they did the hard work, but they're like, they have some sort of gift, or their accomplishment separates them from the rest of humanity. There was this YouTuber specifically, and I used to be known in my friend group for slightly glazing him, and like I joined his Discord and stuff, and basically this is the guy that inspired me to start this vlog format in the first place. This guy named Alex Newman, and basically a long time ago there was a program, or like a challenge funnel that they were running. It was under the company name was Relentless Success Club, and that basically they were running a funnel which was pay us $100, and then once you close your first agency client, we'll give you that $100 back. And that basically dominated the market. They did hundreds of thousands of dollars every single month. And my thing is that this guy, there was a person the same age as me named Alex in that business, and basically it created such a huge disparity between what that guy had accomplished at the same age as me, who was really the main creator that I knew who was the same age as me doing it, even though there's numerous people even far younger than me accomplishing absolutely insane things on the internet. And it's like, he had this like, almost, I don't want to say godlike, because that goes against like my religious beliefs, whatever I believe, but it's like, he had this very, it seemed as if his success came from a variable other than hard work. Because when you look at the image that somebody creates on YouTube, and I've looked at the back end of a lot of these entrepreneurs, and I've spoken to a lot of these people, and oftentimes it's very deceiving what they put up online in terms of the images, the money claims, all that stuff. It's all BS, because it's like the life that they're actually, it's not all BS, but it's like the life that they're actually living is a lot more different than what is portrayed online, regardless of what someone's fucking Stripe dashboard looks like. I know I've had a Stripe dashboard that says 12K on it, but I actually ended up collecting only $3,000 that month, which is so hilarious, because it's like, oh yeah, 12K a month, yo. I took a screenshot of that shit. I was so happy when I hit it, and all of it got refunded basically, and I couldn't service any of it because I was just being a fucking dumbass, and I wasn't even paying attention to both the business stuff. I didn't even give a shit about it. I just like tried to just be better, I guess, and it completely flopped. And then there's also a version of that parallels over to at the same time, like, I did shit at my school as well, and so then everything just went to trash. But that's basically the overall message, which is like, this vlog was inspired by him, but when he started making the vlog videos, it seemed as if he lost a lot of that aura, or rather that power that he had, that image that he had built up, that made him appear to be like this amazing kind of guy online. But then when he started the vlog and actually started filming his every day, you notice that the only variable that actually leads to success is hard work, and whatever social like networks you have. But that's even hard work too. Like, you can just boil it down to just doing the actions that are boring, mundane, and that actually allow you to succeed. And so overall, it's like, on a long enough time horizon, this vlog and this series of this thing is going to 100% pay off. And even though it might lose that overall, oh, this guy's amazing, like, kind of touch to someone's image that you see them as online, it's also like, it's delayed returns, because once I actually end up making it, or end up achieving the goals that I initially set out to achieve, it's like, now I have the entire documentation of everything and the exact steps that I took to achieve it. So not only is that going to be able to be packaged up into like a full course type of video for literally 36 hours plus, but it's also going to be able to show the exact steps that I took to get to where I am. And then comes the overall image, and then comes all the successful interpretations of my life, and then comes all the beautiful aura. Oh, this person's like almost like an insane godlike level, but this person's almost perfect, even though that's always going to be far from reality. It's like, it's delayed returns, and most definitely this vlog will do that for you. So if I can give one piece of advice, it's like, record everything, because it's not build in public. Build in public is retarded, because no one gives a fuck about you. So don't do it on short form content, don't do any of that, because nobody gives a fuck about you. But it's instead, record the lessons that you learn. That's one of the most important things, because you might be one step ahead of people. You're not obviously going to learn from Jeff Bezos, who's like a billion steps ahead of you, because he's not going to be able to give you advice. And so it's a common principle to, learn from somebody that's a few steps ahead of you, one step ahead of you, feel me? But when I record the entire thing, I can be one step ahead of everybody at a certain video, at which point, like, okay, I have 0 clients here, and then I'm like at 3K, and then I build up monthly retainers, recurrings, and then boom, and people can follow that growth. And so that's why it's by far the most helpful. And with that being said, let's get back to fucking work. I don't know what the fuck I'm yapping about.